Hey guys, before I start the video, I just want to explain why I've been gone for a while. Long story short, I just didn't feel like making YouTube videos, but now I do, so I'm back. And I'm going to be posting more frequently, hopefully. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to try to be posting more frequently. So, yeah, let's just start the video. Whoa. Okay, so this is the leg armor. Already. Do you hear that? It jingles a bit. Which is something that's a bit odd, but I don't really mind. Okay, so looking at it, it has a bit of weight to it. I do like that, especially on this area. This area is like filled with like stuffing and stuff. So is the knee pad. So I do like that they did actually weigh this thing down, because unlike most Deku leg armors, they usually don't do this. So yeah, I'm really liking how the leg armor's looking, like the knee pads and stuff. I am gonna paint these because the rest of my stuff is gold, and this is yellow. So I'm gonna paint that gold. And yeah, also another thing is that inside here, there's like these little strap things, which I believe those are so then they fit better on your leg. Because another thing when it comes to these Deku costumes, when they're in their leg armors, they usually tend to fall down a lot. So yeah, we're just gonna put this on, see how it looks. Speed this up. All right. This is how it's looking. Already, I'm feeling really cool. This feels really awesome. Yeah, it actually feels really cool. Pretty high quality. I am so far not regretting a single damn cent I spent on this costume so far. The parts that I'm mainly gonna replace, that being, this is the gloves / Air Force gauntlets, and these are the tops of the mid gauntlet. So let me just try to rip it up. Alright. The reason why I want to replace these is for the Air Force gauntlet. Let me put it on first. It's not horrible, but look at that. It's not horrible. I feel like if you had this and you didn't really have any other alternatives, this would be fine. Especially because there's a glove that comes with it, and the glove isn't that bad either. But it's dude, this is not the Air Force gauntlet. This is obviously just a piece of fabric. And then for this thing, it's not bad. It's just that, let me put it on. Yeah, for my personal preference, it's a little too thick for the mid-gauntlet armor thing. Basically, what I'm gonna do instead is I made my own Air Force gauntlets. So let me put one of them on. Yeah, this is what one of my Air Force gauntlets look like that I made. Okay, so basically, I made this mainly using, I think it's DIY Owen, or Owen DIY or something like that. He made this video a while ago. It's pretty popular. It's his how to make the Air Force gauntlets, how to craft them, blah blah blah. That I kind of customized it a bit by making them larger and stuff. And I also changed up how the vents look too, just because I didn't want to make them how he told me to. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with these gloves, and I'm going to replace the ones that come with the costume with those. And then I got these from when I bought my Vigilante Deku costume, because the guy who sold it to me gave me the pieces for the Zeta suit that he had, which he didn't really have. This Zeta suit had another one. So yeah, this is what the top part looks like. It's way more smaller than the other one, way more thinner, and I like that more. So yeah, these parts, I'm not gonna say they're horrible. They're all right, especially this mid gauntlet part. It's not too bad, but it's I have better stuff. I'm gonna use better stuff. And here are the gloves for the Air Force gauntlets, which these gloves are not too bad. just the vents look as like weird as the rest of them. I think the main reason why they look like that is because this might be a bit embarrassing, but this costume is made by a furry company, so they're used to making furry stuff. So yeah, these gloves aren't too bad. I do really like the green though. Like the green's really good. Just my main problem is the vents. The vents are really bad, like compared to mine. But besides that, these gloves are actually pretty good. I like them. Right here. Okay, mid gauntlets. I almost forgot about the mid gauntlets again. Okay, so these are the mid gauntlets. They're, as you can, okay, let me pull up the belt as a reference. As you can tell, this is a different red that they use from the belt. Like this one's more like poopy red. Not that I don't like that. I think it makes sense, kinda, especially if you want to like use this for a Vigilante Deku costume, which I do plan on doing. I'm gonna use this for both the Zeta and Vigilante suit. So yeah, let me just put this on, see how well it looks. All right, just squeeze it on a bit more. Okay, on, and I think that's how high it's gonna go. Yeah, it gets to as high as you need it to get. Then basically we're gonna do two tests for this one. One, we're gonna do Vigilante Deku. Basically just pretend this is a Deku shirt. And then I'm gonna grab my one of my Vigilante Deku clothes. I think it's right here. Yep, okay. So let me put this on. And then this is how it looks for Vigilante Deku. Alright, I'm liking it, looks pretty cool. And then next thing, let me put this up a bit. That might be a bit tedious. To be fair, it does have the strap things from. Okay, we're gonna put the arm thing, like the top part of the main gauntlet. Okay, this is having a tad bit of trouble getting on a bit, but not anything too hard really. Let me just tuck this into there too. You won't need to do this for the Zeta suit because I'm pretty sure the bodysuit's long sleeve. Alright, let me just keep on pulling up. Yeah, this goes higher than I thought it would go. I thought this would end a bit sooner. Oh yeah, pretty good. Alright, last thing, and the part that I'm somewhat scared about, putting on the glove. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, it fits! Yo! This is actually cool, dude. So, I have the full Deku mid gauntlet on right now, and it looks pretty good. Let me just hit the gear shift, overdrive. Get the nerdy reference. But yeah, this actually feels really cool. Yeah, I'm not feeling anything weird about this. It does feel a little strained when I like flex a bit, but it doesn't feel strained as in the like it's gonna rip or something. It just feels strained as in like, you know, this is like a rougher material than the other stuff. And also I'm probably gonna need to be careful because look how big that seam is. It was already like that though. It's because I cut this to make it smaller because it was really big. The part that I hate the most, based off promo images, is this goddamn cape. I hate this cape. Like, I think this is the right way. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just put it on. Let me show you guys. Look at this. This is not okay. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be, but it's still pretty ass in my opinion. Like, I mean, it's all right. Like, I could see someone like working with this, but like, come on, dude. Well, I can do better than this. Let me get this shit off. Instead, I'm gonna be using this cape that I made, which, is kind of inaccurate to the show because it's a bit of a brighter yellow. As early used in person it is, but I'm pretty sure it also shows on camera. And also, look how long it is. Like, it goes all the way to, my, like, calf, to, like, here. Which, I just did that just for personal preference. I thought it'd make it look cooler and stuff. And also in some shots, he kind of looks like that. Like, the cape's like one of those things, like, it's very inconsistent size-wise. throw shot. This is the mask here. This is what it looks like if you like try to wear it. Like if you want to like do a vigilante Deku type of thing or something like that. It smells a bit like weird, but not like a bad weird. More like a It's like it smells like paint, which is weird because I don't see really any paint on here. It's all fabric. So yeah, again, this isn't too bad. This is just painfully mediocre in my opinion, and I again have a better mask. This one is like probably one of the least favorite things of the stuff I have. Just look how sturdy this is, kind of compared to the other one. And I'm gonna kind of use it to like hold the neck up for the cape too. All right, this is the hood. So basically, it's kind of just supposed to sit like that. And then when you put it on, because there's eye holes, so I'm assuming that sometimes you might be supposed to put it on or something, or like at least they would want you to. Look at this. So I'm not gonna be wearing it like this. Look at this, dude. This looks absolutely terrible, especially compared to like my Vigilante Deku mask. Dude. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this for the purpose of a hood. I'm gonna black out these eyes. I'm gonna put like black fabric here. And then there are pin things here, but that's because the mask it comes with has pins in it. So basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pin the this bit and this bit, I think. And then same with the other side, that bit and this bit, and then I think maybe you're yeah, okay, I did that wrong. Yowzers. I think the bottom part's for when you're like wearing it as a mask, maybe. So we're only gonna do top parts because I want this to be a hoodie, not a mask. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, so this is how it's looking. Yeah, not really liking mask still. So I will probably have to find a way to like transfer these onto these. I do have some ideas, but none of them are concrete yet. So yeah, this is the belt. Here's the big pouch. For some reason it came disattached. I'll have to reattach that. I'll record myself attaching it, just the same way I've been doing everything else. Speed it up. Alright, so this is the full Zeta belt. Alright. I do like how the other ones, it has a bit of weight to it. And we're gonna test mainly this big pouch on the back. Because I have some props for my Deku costume and I want to see if they'll fit. First one, we're going to put this All Might card in there. Pretty easy, it fits pretty well. Next one, let me wheel back a bit. We're going to put this All Might action figure. Again, fits, it seems like it's fitting alright. Now the part that I'm scared to put in here, the Hero Analysis Notebook. I don't think it's going to fit in here. Yeah, it's not fitting. Let me see if I can try to make it fit if I remove the other stuff out of it. I highly doubt it, though. I mean, technically, it does go inside, but not too well. And then also just, damn, I dropped the notebook. Let me just pick that up. Okay, and last test, wallet fits in there. So yeah, basically I'm gonna have to carry around the notebook like I'm at school, but everything else seems like it's gonna fit in there fine, which is fine enough for me. Like the other stuff, like the leg armor, the button parts do have like a little jingle to them. again, I do contribute that to it being a furry company that made this. So yeah, the other pouches do open up and stuff. Pouches are actually pretty nice, like detail-wise, like in the inside. Not because like there's anything inside of them, but I mean like just like the material and stuff. Like I feel like I could trust putting my wallet in here. All right, now let me just put on the belt. Speed that up, please. All right, so this is how the belt's looking. So far, I am really liking this costume so far. The parts that I planned on adjusting are obviously going to need to be adjusted, but so far everything that I did not want to adjust is looking pretty good. First off, thing that I want to address, because I do remember seeing someone talk about this on TikTok. They asked if it was sewn, these straps are sewn in or ironed on. They're sewn in. Okay, so first off, I do like how the straps are a thicker material to the actual costume. And then I do like how these parts are like button-ons too. So then you don't have to worry about them falling off. It does feel pretty high quality. Look at that. That looks like Deku's suit. Alright, so I'm going to put this on. Before I do that, I just want to show off the tag. I have the official costume. Yeah, so My Hero Academia, Crunchyroll, yeah. And same thing basically goes for the pants. Same thing. But they do also have these like pant strap things, and then if the like belt didn't fit, you could put that in there, which I don't need to worry about since my belt fits fine. Okay. So basically how I'm gonna put it on is I'm gonna put the top part on first, then the second part, and then yeah. Pretty good. Let me see if I try to get the pants to line up with the leg, like I meant the pants with the shirt. All right, it is looking pretty good in my opinion. All right. Now, last thing for me to do, I think, is I'm gonna throw on everything. I'm gonna like how it's supposed to come. And then I'm gonna put on my customizations. Alright, this is the full uncustomized costume on, without any added pieces or things. I'll just show you the legs. How I'm feeling about it, I think it's pretty good. Like, most of it is pretty good. And for some of the parts that I don't like these gauntlets, they're not even that bad when like they're just used for their purpose of just like kind of just taking photos, having fun and stuff with friends, taking videos. Like, you won't even notice that these aren't that bad when I like do stuff like that. But closer up, yeah, they're not the greatest. So yeah, stuff like that. And then this cape is just ass in general. It doesn't look at it, dude. It's flopping around and stuff. I'm so gonna replace it. But yeah, besides the cape, most of this costume is pretty good. And most of the stuff I'm going to replace is just subjective and stuff that I already have. So I'm going to go and say I'm going to give this costume a, like, without any added stuff on, probably a, like, 7.5 out of 10. Which isn't bad, in my opinion. Just, well, it needs some work, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, so this is the costume with all the customizations on. In my humble opinion, I think this is pretty tough. A Also, with customizations, I'm counting the wig and the shoes. Just better look at the shoes. Yeah, I think I look pretty tough, guys. Yeah, they look pretty cool. I'm gonna say this one's a 10 out of 10 costume. Pretty cool. Now I'm gonna do a little dance, I guess.
Come here. Come here. You ain't gotta be shy, little ticker. Come here. You ain't got.
My final verdict is that overall, I do think the base costume is pretty cool. However, some pieces, if you're a more advanced cosplayer, should be customized or completely replaced to look better. But if you're a beginning cosplayer or you want a good base for a pretty good Deku cosplay, I would recommend this one. Now, Detroit, smash the like button. Detroit, smash the subscribe button. And see you in 2 years, I guess.